What is going on, guys? Mr. Stevenson here. Today we are going to be talking about the project we've been working on with the in-school kids. I know some of you out-of-school kids want to get in on it. Pretty much it is a flip book style project. Here you see there's a city with like a volcano in the background. I am letting you guys decide exactly what it is you guys are going to make. I will show you some examples that I made. That volcano of mine was really quick just to show how the actual mechanism was going to work. Here we have a cool scene, like a camping scene, almost like a Van Gogh Starry Night inspired sky with a mountain and a tent and a river. Basically, the first part of the project, we're going to be doing two different drawing areas. We're going to do one that is a background. It is as if you are looking straight ahead. You're standing up, you're looking ahead, you are seeing what's in front of you. Then we have the bottom part of your page, and that is going to be a bird's eye view. So you're looking down, you're not going to see a tree standing up like this. We're going to see like this. It looks like a map. So we see a river and rocks, like we're looking at it from above. We see a cup like this. You know it's a cup. You don't see it like a cup because it is just the round top. We know a cup looks like that. If we're drawing it on the bottom of our page for this project, it will look like this. Same with a tree. A tree might have a little bit of scruffiness around the edges. Here's the beginning of one. I didn't do the background yet, but it is a playground and a parking lot. Lots of kids like the parking lot idea. I'll show you a couple quick examples that the students in school have been working on. This one here. And there you go again. Clouds, so like off in the distance, the horizon. And then we have what looks like a map. This looks like a cityscape. So they're going to have different elements popping up. One of the fifth graders had this idea. Here we see rolling waves, and they're just starting on this project. Then we have the sky and the clouds. And then here we're going to have a little bit of the ocean from above, and then a beach and a person laying down, sunning on the beach. So one of the fifth graders right now working on one that from above it almost looks like a board game with cool characters and a lake and these pieces moving along. And then we have the characters up here, and then he's going to do some of these guys three-dimensionally popping off when this gets opened up. So some interesting, cool ideas. This one here is one of my initial examples. So just one pop-up piece. I'm asking you guys to have two different pop-up pieces. And it has a background of just clouds, really easy. And then from above, we see trucks and cars and pathways and buildings and streets. But have two pieces popping up. We need a shallow cut, and that's going to be further back. And then if we do a deeper cut, it will be all the way back. And we will get into the technical stuff later. I'm just kind of introducing the project right now. So when we open it up, we can see the shallow cut is the volcano that's very close to the back. And then the deeper cut right here is pushed further forward. So that's where we put the building. So we have foreground, middle ground, and then the back, all the way back is your background. In terms of starting the project, you guys can start with just standard 8.5 by 11 paper. We are going to take this in the tall way, we're going to fold it in half. Easiest way to fold in half is to match your corners. Match one corner, match your other corner, hold it, and flatten. Once you feel like you've gotten a really good edge, just take a marker, a pen, anything that's handy. We can open it up say, yeah, that's going to work. So like I said earlier, one of these is going to have the ground as we're looking at it from above, so like a bird's eye view or a map or a satellite image, whatever you really want to call it. Up top is going to be your background, your horizon, your stuff that you're looking when you're looking straight out. So if we were using that as a concept, we could have maybe in the background we have some rolling hills. And we would color this green, and obviously we'd color it a lot nicer. I'm just going quickly so you guys get an example or a feel for it. And you can hardly see that, so I'm going to actually color with Sharpie here. So we have our rolling hills. Then maybe we have some more hills, and like a, maybe this is a lighter green, this is a deeper green. Maybe we have the sun coming out behind these hills. And it doesn't need to be an outdoor image. I feel like it's best lent to outdoor imagery, but we could do something like a birthday cake or a person popping out. There's one or two big clouds. And like I said, we are going to have better, or you are going to have better craft than this. This is just a really quick example. We're spending a couple days figuring out coloring the background and the base area. So then maybe here, once we've figured this, once we figure this background out, maybe we're going to look at the base and say, what's going on down here? What are we going to want to pop up? We could have something like a slide popping up on a playground. We could have something popping up like here's one that somebody was working on actually. I said, what do you want to pop up? And they were like, maybe a car, maybe a person, maybe a tree. You're going to want to make sure that something like a tree is going to fit. So this wouldn't quite fit because it's a little bit bigger than our page folded in half. So this is another one. The clouds, a park, cars. They could have a person or a car to scale popping up. Here for something like this, maybe we want and see, I'm trying to think of what's going to pop up so that I can figure out how I'm going to do my ground so that the ground makes sense with what it's popping up from. I think I'm going to do a rolling hill and then a little house. So I'm just going to do probably a lot of green. And I'm going to put my house, put the rolling hill here. So in front of the rolling hill, I'll have like a stream. Then I'll put my house here. So hill here, house here. And then we have a stream. And then coming up to the house, we're going to have like a pathway. So we have a pathway of cobblestone or brick, so we'll give that some texture. And then we have this nice river, and the rest of it is going to be pretty green. And like I said, we're going to take our time. We're going to go over this 3 or 4 times. Nice brick walkway. And you can use a lot of those techniques that we've learned with building our haunted house earlier in the year or some of our other projects, you can utilize them in here. You can even maybe draw a burger or a french fry or something popping up, and then the background is like the interior of a restaurant. Maybe you want to use those daily doodles as a concept or an interesting thing. Or maybe you want to do the soda pop or some other kind of food or the robot or a crab or some of the drawings we learned earlier in the year for your pop-up idea. Anyways, this is a quick intro to the pop-up project. What I need you guys to do is a really good job of bird's eye on one part, and then the other part should be a nice background. So that can be an interior of a house, like you're looking straight forward at it, but you need to make sure top part straight looking forward, bottom part looking from above. So that's how we're going to do our folding project. Pop out, it should then pop out. So good luck, have fun. Like I said, this is just a quick example. I would like you guys to have some quality kind of similar to this when you're done. So more coloring like this, less coloring like that. That was just a quick example. I'm going to actually touch base, catch up with you, and show you guys what this ends up looking like, just so we have an idea. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later. This week, you need to have fully finished this aspect of the project. Bye, guys.